In the previous episode, we added natural light to the basement in the underground Earthbag Muse Art Studio. This week, we'll start by doing some painting downstairs.
See these two pins? This definitely goes in there. Nope.
Hi, buddy. I like it.
It's a good thing Garrett's not here, hey?
It's not purple, it's gray.
Yeah, it's kind of like a grayish.
It's like a gray.
You know what you could do?
What?
Use it as the base, and we do a stack of notes. So you do your whole line of notes. You start it there and you end it there.
Hi, pretty boy. Hi, pretty boy. Stacks? What about stacks?
Do the musical stack all the way around.
Ooh.
Do on each one of these. That would work really good.
I'll take you on.
How would you attach it?
All right, so the plan today is to put in the cam lighting. Because you
Can you?
can do it.
Can you?
Cameling to put the can lights in. Oh yeah. I've never used these connectors before. What connectors? They're actually really cool. I used them.
Which is cool though.
Just you put them like I think
Just jam them in.
for people like me who make simple mistakes. Well, that's ridiculous.
What
It
is
is. Ridiculous. Perfect.
Is that a head holder?
Yeah.
Brian,
Yeah.
where were you when I was putting mine in?
You know, does it matter to have that crooked?
Just to me now.
It doesn't
I
matter
won't
to
mind.
have it crooked. To be honest.
Straighten it out, Gare.
I did.
All right, let's see.
So we're gonna wire this thing?
Yes, absolutely.
If you think the guys were the only ones working, then we're gonna give you a sneak peek of a future video. Follow me.
Whoa, are those little dragons?
Yes. Miniature, little miniature.
What's that?
That's the tip of the wing.
Oh, awesome. Looks like he's wearing a bib.
We started to get comments about the rubber floor. It was just very exciting to me because it's something completely different that we haven't tried before. But I have a tendency to like, okay, we've done that, now let's go try something different. Even if that past thing worked, I like to keep moving and doing something different. And so I started doing some research on it. But when I went to go price them out, it's like $2,500 just to do our little floor down there. So that's kind of silly. So we thought, well, why don't we try to figure out what they're doing and what they're using. We know that they're using recycled tires, they're using them in very small pieces, and then they're using a glue to bind them. So what we are gonna do is we picked red and brown rubber for our little test colors, and there's an opening on this one. This is actually called mulch, and you can see it's actually tire, pieces of recycled tire. And then they use something called wet pour, which is really the way that makes it into a hardened floor. And we discovered it was polyurethane that they're using to bind. So we're just gonna do a little experiment just to see if we maybe can do it this way, because I would really love to do something different and fun. Bryson's gonna get our chipper going here, and we're gonna try to chip the mulch a little bit more. Our chipper wasn't working, so Bryson jumped in there to fix it.
Stupid chipper.
So this is like something serious wrong, huh?
Well, I don't know if it's something serious. It's just
Okay, so this thing is not going to be fixable at this point without more parts, and we're not gonna order more parts for it. Sometimes our attempts to fix things don't go quite like we expect.
It was an accident.
What's the mulch?
This thing's supposed to have 2 wires and now it doesn't.
With the chipper not working, it does not stop us. We are gonna go now with a blender. Huh, Bryson? And I don't
Oops.
I want to be there when you do it. Hold on.
All right, then you better get over here because I'm ready to move. Let's do a handful of... This old chipper makes a good table, huh, right?
Yeah, good for something.
Yeah, I like it.
Really?
chopping anything up.
No, not really. I don't think the wood chipper would have even done this.
No, wood chipper wouldn't have worked either. Okay, now we need another chop it up idea. We then decide to take some mulch out of the jar and try it again.
We broke it.
What'd you do that for?
Lemon?
You broke it.
You broke it. Where'd you go do
Broke
that
it.
now?
So broken.
And it's no different.
So what's wrong with the size pieces that are already there?
Well, I have to say that some of the websites showed big chunks like this. We could just try it without chopping it down.
Why don't you do your experiment with that way?
Okay. It's turn. Who has glasses? Who can see this? I can't.
You're not used.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's probably more than enough. Let's just shake it in here. Then he shook it inside the plastic bag. Oh yeah, that looks good, huh?
Yeah.
That looks good. Okay, let's take it downstairs and try her out.
Half inch, 3/4.
Okay.
The door, yeah, the door.
Ready?
Yeah,
Gosh.
okay, so now we'll come back.
We wanted to go with kind of the playground floor, and it has some acoustic things that we liked about it. Comfort. It does have some ability to deaden sound.
What I thought I would wake up to this morning is just no way was this gonna work. And I'm feeling a little hopeful at this moment.
Oh, is this it? Oh my gosh. Oh, I think that would be kind of fun too.
The two
it could be
colors
really
in it,
good.
too.
Yeah, you
We
can
need to
see
make
the
sure
two
we
colors.
mix those two.
Oh, good.
Ooh, I like that. Ooh,
Really?
it's gonna be fun in here.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
You know what's really cool about it is if we drop anything.
Drop your guitar, boom, right back in your hand.
Yeah, actually, that's actually a really good bonus.
Have you stepped on it yet? Right.
It's not quite dry though.
Should we go for it, guys?
Yeah, let's do.
I think so.
Okay, let me sweep. You guys get up and get to mixing, and I'll get to cleaning up.
Sounds good.
You've been great about bringing in a lot of different ideas about how sound rooms work, you know, from your own experience. So what I've been learning and capturing from what you've been saying, we need a room that has the modular approach. So I've been learning so much about how to arrange the room in a modular fashion to get the best recording. And for the different things, we're gonna have video down there, we're gonna have music down there, we're gonna have low bass down there, we're gonna have high, we're gonna have vocals.
Yeah, and we'll be doing too the live stream podcast. Well, that'll be something that we'll be doing down there as well.
Yep.
Too. The rubber floor, it's not like we could use it anywhere else. We're gonna leave that piece and then we'll move on to other things. It's somewhat solidifying. It looks like we're gonna need something on the top of it.
A sealer, and that's probably going to be good not only to kind of fill in some of the gaps, but also to maybe trap in some of those outgassing problems. Outgassing of tires sometimes can be, you know, who wants to smell rubber all the time?
We wanted those open rafters so be able to pass things down to the floor if we were going to be doing something heavy. But now since we know we're going to go with this rubber idea, we can go ahead and close up the second floor. We'll be moving on to that next, but for now, I think we'll just leave this floor like it is and wait to hear back from you, hoping to get some really good ideas of how we might be able to seal and some other things that we could do with the floor.
Yeah, you've had all kinds of great suggestions. There's been cork, dead end, wood, oak.
Bungee cord.
Probably put carpets down too. I mean,
Yeah,
I'd like
it
to
would
really lay my gear on carpets and stand on carpet, but it'll be nice to have a, you know, while I'm standing, to have a little cushion on my feet.
It's gonna be really awesome. It's gonna definitely feel like a playground, which is good in some cases.
It is a playground.
It
It's
is.
a musical
It is.
studio. Boingy, boingy, boingy.
I know, it's just.
Stay tuned for next time when we continue building on the Muse Art Studio. Just a quick reminder, we're going to be doing that live stream podcast, but we'll be opening it up to the public instead of the private webinar thing that we talked about earlier. The first one will be on Wednesday, February 22nd. We hope to see you there. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you.
Please consider supporting us on Patreon.
Some rubber, Ma? You want some rubber?
Cool.
Are you proud of me?
I am proud of you always. Look at, there's actually cloth inside this too. Do you see that?
Oh, that's weird.
Well, at least it's not metal.
You could sew with this.
Yeah, there you
Make
go.
a rubber dress.
Weave it together. Yeah, that'd be an experiment to try.
Our family moved from the city to the country. Thanks for taking part in our adventure. We have new videos every Friday evening. If you would like to help us out, you can like this video, share it, subscribe, or support us on Patreon. See the links in the description.
Half. What is that, red or brown? You gonna eat that, Diesel? Get out of there. Get out of there, goofball. Seriously? Seriously? Does he like it? What is wrong with you? Something wrong with that. You were supposed to put your head in there and then realize you didn't like it. You went the wrong way, guy.
Sumo wrestling. We should start a sumo wrestling match down there.
There we go, with the great big
Oh,
sumo suits.
Yeah, we're gonna need some cushion against the walls though.
Fat suit.
Did you say fat suit?
That's, I don't think that's
It's
cool.
a
It's not
sumo
That's
wrestling.
PC. That's different. Sumo is cool.
It's not fast, it's muscle.
Yes. Down there, we're gonna have low bass down there. We're gonna have high. We're gonna have vocals. We're gonna be recording you know, speaking and all kinds of different things. So